Smokies Edibles now has the real deal Delta 9 edibles on their website. Order them now. Smokies.com. That's SMOKIEZ.com. Use promo code LEGENDARY for a discount and get yourself some Smokies Edibles. Check them out. Bam.
Hey, I'm Bella Lexi, and I'm here for the Anthony Rogers Show, and we are about to walk into Chicago Exotica.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Sean from Smile Empty Soul here in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri at Firebrand Recording, which is a wonderful studio here, tracking our new record, Swan Song, which will start to be released one song at a time here in probably about June, and then the whole thing will come out at the end of the year. So keep your ears peeled for it and check it out when it comes out.
So I'm Dennis with the Anthony Rogers Show podcast. My question for you is, what would you do if you became president to help the working class?
Well, I think the principal thing right now is housing. That the price of housing is going up, and it's beyond the reach of most American families.
Along with oil and gas and food.
Inflation is hurting everybody. And inflation is more complex. I can't say that I'm going to stop inflation overnight. What I can say is that I'm going to stop the long-term cause of inflation. I'm going to unravel a war machine. I'm going to reduce dramatically healthcare costs by ending the chronic disease.
Hey, it's your favorite comedian, Anthony Rogers, live in his tour bus, yeah. But also, you need to get a beard like this. People have been talking. They said your shit looks whack. It looks weird. They can't tell your pronouns. You need to get a beard like this right now. And the only way to do that is by using Luxurious Bastard Beard Oil. Great smell, great function, great everything. Just get this. And there's directions on how to use it if you know how to read. But use the link in the description. Go to the website. Use promo code LEGENDARY. Get a discount. Do it. Thank you. Boom. Welcome back to your favorite podcast in the entire world. My name is Anthony Rogers, hosted by Nikki Knightley. How you doing?
Good. Pretty good.
Good. If you watch this at home, I hope you buy everything in the intro. I am poor and I need your money really bad. So if you just buy everything, we're thinking about putting 7 more ads in there, so it lasts so the intro is longer. But no,
it's longer than the show.
yeah, the ad's gonna be like 50 minutes long. But no, today's guest, huge guest, huge musician, platinum recording artist. He's actually fulfilling his probation by being here. I'll sign his sheet after the end of this episode. Mickey Avalon, how you doing, brother?
Oh, good, thank you. I thought I was still backstage. Thanks for having me,
dude. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. So you have some new music out. You just have a new album basically too.
I have since the last time I saw you, I have some new songs out, and then I think my last album was out last time, and then I got a new album coming out. But I've been talking to you about it for years. It was the one from when I was in Indonesia. So I've released the first 2 singles of that and 1 video from that.
So this is Mickey Avalon and the Fuck Boys, right?
That is right. So
that's the best band name of all time.
I like it. The first song's called Wasting Your Time, and then the second one's called Makeup Sex, and there's a video for Makeup Sex too. That's on my Instagram and also on YouTube.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that new
you also
video.
Running for president?
Yeah, I'll run every 4 years.
Nice. That's awesome. Lil White was running for president too. That's awesome. Lil White.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'm actually not running for president. I have in one of my songs I say Mickey Avalon for president. So every 4 years I make a T-shirt.
I love that. That's awesome.
But you can write. You can. I heard that when you vote, there's like a blank line, and you could write whatever you want in there. Like you can write Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mantle, Mickey Avalon. So put me in. I think I don't want the job, so I might be okay at it.
Would you freak out if you won? Like if everyone just wrote your name in it? Like how would you feel the next day on that if you just actually like people actually wrote your name in, like millions of people just wrote your name in?
I just would want to go on Air Force One, just fly around, and then I'll just what's it called when you quit? When they say, well, I'll resign. I'll
Give
drive
up.
around Air Force One, and then I'll resign.
That's the strongest campaign I've ever heard. Like, I wish the rest of the guys would do that. I wish Biden would do that too. I wish he'd resign, and like, I wish they all would, man. You know,
Yeah, me too.
Wish
Dude,
they
yeah,
all
man.
would.
You know what I found out the other day, and then we don't need to talk politics or anything, but the founding fathers were like in their 20s when they wrote this, the big shit, the Bill of Rights or whatever. So we need
Yeah.
some young blood. We need some kids fucking taking this shit back over.
We just need smart people, man.
That's
I don't know. I don't know what's
wild
going
to
on.
me.
Well, not kids, not these kids. Yeah, that was not.
Because I was like, I don't know what's worse, the 80-year-olds or the 20-year-olds. I'm like, I don't know what's worse, man. Like they need people like our age, probably. I mean, that's how I. Like,
Probably right around our age because we're kind of at the end of when times were still normal and good, and then saw how it went this way, and then maybe you could figure out what's the in between to go back to normalcy.
Oh, right. Fuck.
yeah. Well, yeah, your new video. Where can people find? Where can people find a new video? YouTube, stuff like that. Like
YouTube, and it's on YouTube, and then they're like, and I've never really made any money on YouTube, and then I
me
put
neither.
this video up, and then they're like, copyright, you don't own it. I'm like, yes I do, it's me. But I thought it's like trying to find the Wizard of Oz, so I'm like, whatever. So
Oh
my
God.
guitar player just put the whole video also up on Instagram, because there's my Instagram page, Mickey_Avalon, and then we did one for the fuck boys, Mickey _and_the _FCK boys. But my YouTube is just Mickey Avalon official, but it's there. So I don't care about making money off it. I just want people to see it because
Yeah.
we just want people to get, before we drop, we wanted to drop 3 singles digitally before we drop the full record. I kind of fucked up on some of the few things, and then you were telling me your homie at Rumble, email him, and then because I put some songs up on TuneCore, I thought it was a good way to do it, and then that's kind of what helped fuck me up over at YouTube. So I'm pulling this shit off there. I don't think this is gonna matter to anyone, but if anyone who puts out music wants to pay attention right now, TuneCore makes it seem like it's pretty easy and stuff, but don't do that. There's better ways to. I just don't. I do my job is more just touring stuff like that. So I just was like, this seems easy, and then it ended up causing some webs that I'm pulling this shit off, restarting, hitting up your homie. What's his name? Harold.
Nick.
Nick, close.
You're very close, yeah.
And just because, I mean, I feel like I know a lot of people that I look up to and respect that have gone that route, and just the fact that I can write him an email is already better than anything I could do over at YouTube. So
100%.
Oh my God.
No, 100%.
Rumble's so much better. It really is. Their customer service is like, YouTube is like you're talking to a fucking robot. No, it doesn't go anywhere.
They'll be in the comments sometimes. Like Rumble executives will be in the comments of the show. I'm like, YouTube has only banned me and only talk to me when I'm banned. That's the only time. And it's like a robot being like, hey, you can't make money. You're gonna be poor because you can't do this. And I'm like they only ban me and like try to. And then Rumble's like, oh, dude, I love this guest. Like in the comments, I'm like, man, I just love collaborating with them, man. I hope they do take over YouTube. And I mean, and that's where most of our views are coming right now anyway, off of like that and Spotify, I guess. But it's like.
Any of like the other alternative things, obviously, like there's gonna be crazier shit on there. Anything that's free speech. So what? Are you that much of a child that like you can't go somewhere where you might have to look this way or that way to like see something you don't want to see? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you know, we're like blinders, like every time you
don't
leave
need
the
to
house.
partake. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not a fucking neo-Nazi or like something, like why do you fucking care? Like, what people, half of those people probably aren't even real.
Oh my
Half of
God.
it's probably bots and shit.
Yeah.
Just to get us
Especially on
all
YouTube.
fucking hating each other.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's definitely
like,
gotten a little out of control.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what's when I first met you on here, Mickey, that's what's kind of funny is like how on point you were with like social issues. And I'm not trying to say you seem dumb or anything, but like you're like artists and stuff are like typically not that on point with it. Like just like I feel like it like as if and you seem like you had a great like perspective on what's going on in the world and like, it was kind of refreshing. I kind of judged like even I may have judged Nikki like that too. She's from LA too. So and I'm from Missouri, to where like you guys probably think I'm backwoods and retarded. Where we thought LA's all communist and like homeless and shit. You know, so like we had all these preconceived.
And pedophile.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
think you're
I always
probably
got
inbred,
preconceived
you know?
notions. And I'm not saying I'm not okay, but no, I'm like there's all these preconceived notions and stuff, and then like
Yeah.
I hear the first time you're on here, you were so on point with like just a lot of things, and I'm like wow, actually like an artist, these artists actually understand the world rather than like you know what I mean, the guy who wrote My Dick understands the world more than our politicians. Like, I mean that's the easiest way to put it. That's the easiest way to put it. I think.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I would rather act, like I'd rather not act stupid or anything, but like there's a lot of people in Hollywood. They think because they're in movies, it's like they can tell you what like about stuff, like whatever the issue is going on. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
tell you. It's like you're a good actor. That's it. You don't know about any of the, about any of this stuff. They probably got like 10 assistants doing everything for them anyhow. So
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know what's going on. I think when I was talking to you was when COVID had been going on for like 6 months. We were in
And you're in
Indonesia,
Bali the first time I met you.
and I started figuring out. I never like. I started figuring out a lot of things that were kind of like bumming me out. But it was all like I still didn't even know half of what they know now about that whole time. But I'm like, I started figuring out like this is really fucked up. Like what, and I'm not from watching like
Yeah.
crazy documentaries or crazy shit on YouTube. It's like there's whenever something like that happens, there's going to be like all the crazy conspiracy stuff. Some of that might be true, but it's going to be coming like hard. And then there's going to be like the other side that's like the same, going like, no, it's all perfect. And then
Yeah.
somewhere in there, through your own experiences, you're going to start figuring out more like what is this really? Not what's it
Yeah.
on here or here. Like
Right. Right.
what really just happened, and are we still like? I mean, I didn't even know like different. I didn't since because my whole life until that point, I was able to go where I wanted to go when I wanted to go. My passport, I didn't know different countries' passports were better than other countries' passports, and I thought the doctors were like people, and there is good. Like I'm sure there's plenty of good doctors out there, but like I just assumed like you go into the hospital for something. I mean, I'm trying not to go to the hospital unless something really bad, but they're like, oh, you need an IV because you're dehydrated. And I just thought like, oh, the doctor just said I need that. So, okay, why would they ever tell me something I need? But it's like, that's just a hustle. You're not
Yeah.
dehydrated. You've probably never been dehydrated in your whole life unless you're like cutting weight for a fight or you're in the desert. But they get like 1,500
Yeah.
bucks for that. Or like basically
Yeah. Yeah.
until COVID happened, I just assumed like these people know better than me. They have my
Yeah.
best interests at hand, and then it's like you don't need to go into full cuckooville because then you're just doing the same thing they want you to do. Like they want us to be
Yeah.
fighting with each other about all this stuff. Just you need to just figure this shit out for yourself. Figure, make as few mistakes navigating it.
Yeah.
Uh, take as little from like I didn't want to take anything at that point, but I couldn't work for like this. The government said I couldn't work for however months, 10 months or something. So I took unemployment because I didn't have money saved in the bank for that time. I lived show to show, but I
Yeah.
didn't have money back for that. But then I almost got fucked up for some other thing because my mom's like, oh, you should see if she's like my mortgage company let us let us put it on the back end for like a whole nother year, and then I did that, and then that mortgage company sold to another mortgage company and then tried to steal my house. Like all, and it's like
Yeah.
that's not, you got to think those these are probably things that anyone who's smart and knows about money would be like, well, why did you ever believe that to begin with? And I'm like, well, I believe that because I don't know, because I thought that that was an okay thing to do. My mom, the one that for my mom's was actually okay. That was like that mortgage company was backed up by like Wells Fargo or something. Like mine was
Mm.
just some private thing. And now I know, like, don't, just these crises, a lot of them are not by accident. And even if they are by
Yeah.
accident, there's a saying like never always take advantage. I'm saying you're wrong, but it's basically
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
always take
They make
advantage
money
of a
off
good
of
crisis.
tragedies. They make money. They
Yeah,
make money from tragedies. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. They'll find a way to monetize
yeah.
the fucking tragedy, even if it wasn't something
What's
they
that? Yeah. Like
did.
even my homie
Yeah.
had some like Amazon store, and he's like killing it. And then the time was over, and I was like, "What's up with your Amazon store?" He's like, "Actually, it was just set up to like sell shit to people for 10 times what it's worth when like shit ran." And I was thinking, all right, well, that's pretty. I hope you sleep all right. That's pretty
Oh
fucked
my god.
up. Like, I don't. That's not how I want to fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not how I want to
Right.
fucking make my money. You know.
No, I was gonna
What?
say
Yeah, I
that
think if
the
you
reason you
flip
didn't
fake
see stuff like that
drugs or
coming is
something.
What?
yeah, no. No, I was gonna say the reason you don't
Right.
see stuff like that coming is because you're not like that. Because it's like you seem like a guy's not
Yeah.
like out there scamming people. So you're like, wait, people are still
Right. Right.
scamming people on like high levels. It's like crazy. Like, yeah, it's like no, it's the world's
I don't
crazy.
get how
You're right,
people
man.
could do that and be okay with like
I
themselves.
mean, like
Like, it kind of
I
blows
They're
my
sold
mind.
demons,
drug.
man. Like,
I've sold drugs before,
Yeah.
and well, I mean, I sold weed. That's not really a drug. I was a kid, but then I sold. Like when I was using harder drugs, I would sell those drugs in order to support my. So, but
Yeah.
again, it was just these 3, 4 people were all in the same. But it's like adults. Like I was selling in order to make in order to do like there wasn't like a scam, or like
Yeah.
selling to little kids or anything like that.
Right. Right. Selling baking soda
Well, I heard someone say like,
or some
"Oh,
shit. Like,
we're making the cartel, like we're making them more, we're making them stronger by letting all this happen." And it's you know what I think? I think it all the more people that get into prison, the pharmaceutical companies are making way more money than the cartel, and it
yeah.
all it ties in because I watched 60 Days In. You can watch any jail show. When it comes med time, the
Mm,
whole every single person gets in line for their meds,
yeah.
and there's in the homeless encampments, everyone's on drug. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cartel is
It's,
way
they make money
small.
off of people going to rehab because then they put them on like when I went to
People
rehab, they
going
put me on
exactly.
like 10 different fucking things. They
That's
put
what
me on
I'm saying.
Suboxone
So
and all this bullshit. And I was like, I'm
exactly,
just switching dealers. Like,
exactly. And if you go
totally.
to jail, even if you're not on drugs, you can say, "Oh, I need Suboxone," or "I need
Right.
Adderall." Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so
And then just
basically,
get
yeah,
high.
what you said, if they can get everyone in jail, rehab, on the streets, the cartel makes a little bit of money. But then once
Yeah.
they get handed over to, to the pharmacy companies, they're the ones. And yeah, a few, they probably make
Yeah.
a few, there's a few good medicines, but they didn't make them to help people. They made them for money, you
yeah,
know?
I think the
Yeah.
reason they call
Yeah.
out the
Yeah.
cartels is because it goes against like the CIA making money and the pharmaceutical industry making money in the
Mhm.
Vatican and like all these companies like basically selling drugs and people like pretty much they're like
Yeah.
so the cartels like the known enemy but they're
Yeah,
way
they're
Yeah.
like
the
the
CIA is
straw
way more
man. Like
profitable.
they're like like, oh, look at these bad Mexicans over here. Like, and it's so like the smallest little piece of this
Right.
thing. I
Right.
mean, so
I say they
so
probably have
basically,
some sort of deal with the cartel. Who fucking knows? You know what I
They
mean? Like it's
probably
so
do.
corrupt. Like
I
I could totally see that being a thing where they're like, okay, you sell the drugs we'll give you drugs to sell on the streets because it makes us more money
that
because
already
people go to
happened. Have you heard of Iran
rehab and all this shit.
Contra? What you
yeah
think
Yeah.
they just were like, oh, do you think in the 80s they did that, and then they're like, oh, let's never do that again?
Right.
You
Right.
know
Right.
what I mean?
Well, they did in your guys' town too.
Exactly.
Like they did that.
Exactly.
They did that in L.A. too with Rick Ross. We had him on here too, like
Yeah, yeah.
Freeway Rick Ross. Like
Oh, you
like
did?
he was on here and like they did the same thing to him. They basically like
Dude,
they
that's on
said,
Rogan. That's what I'm talking about, dude. He didn't even know. It's like there used to be a fight promotion called Pride. It was in Japan. A lot of the fights were fixed, but only one of the people knew. So the winner would be like so happy, and you're like, oh my god, he's being such a good actor, but he didn't know that the fight was fixed.
Oh,
He thought he
wow.
really won. It's
Yeah.
like Rick Ross didn't know he's doing
Yeah.
all this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Until he was in
Yeah.
prison, they told him all this, and then he's like,
Yeah.
wow, that's good. He was just on Joe Rogan. He's been on there a few times, but that's cool that you had him on there. He's a really good guy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
He
he
sounds
seems
like
like no, he does seem like a
Yeah.
good guy. He seems
He
like he's
seems
not
really
trying to
down
be a
to earth.
gangster.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
wants
seems
to
like
Yeah.
he wants to help his community. He used to be a
Yeah.
tennis
It's so
player.
cool.
It's just that's what you grow up, and then they're like he's like, yeah, everyone would be like, why you play tennis? That's for fags. Don't and he's like, why you want to read book? And he didn't know how to read or anything, but it's because like the people in your neighborhood, they they like you. He still played
Put
tennis, but
down
you
like
can see how that can
education.
like
Yeah.
bum
It's
you
like not
out,
cool to be smart. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he
It's like a
seemed real.
social stigma.
He seems super
Social
authentic.
stigma.
Like he seemed like really like
Yeah.
himself. You know, like he seemed like authentic. Like yeah. He has a dispensary in your guys in Los Angeles. He has a dispensary out there where you
He
guys are
said he
at.
was big in the. I don't smoke weed anymore, so I don't need to go to. But it kind of trips me out that there's like dispensaries on all the corners. I mean, even that's kind of tricky because eventually it's just Starbucks is gonna own all those things. Like it's really hard.
Starbucks and
Yeah.
McDonald's.
It's really hard to do mom and pop shit with anything
Yeah.
anymore.
True.
I'm kind of
True.
lucky because if AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, which it already
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
because my main, like, yeah, they can make songs and they can do this and all that, but a live show, we already saw people don't really want to watch a hologram. They don't, like, once Tupac dies, they're like, oh, we can't see Tupac anymore. They don't want to see the Tupac hologram. And even if the holograms got better, I don't think, I mean, when people go to raves with DJs and like, I don't think they care who the person is if there's cool graphics and shit on. But for like what I do, to go to a Mickey Avalon show, I have to be the one doing it. People could be over it and not want to go to shows anymore. But for right now, even if it's just a few hundred people there, whatever, like, it's still a real thing that can't be duplicated by an AI. I mean, like I said, they could do the
Right. It's an
hologram, but
experience. It's an experience that
people
you
need to
can't
be
replicate.
around
With,
each other. People, not too many people go to like church and synagogue and stuff anymore. I don't know that that's a good thing. It's probably a bad thing because people don't get to be around. It's like community is getting less and less.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
going to a show
That's a great
is
point.
kind of somewhere where humans can be around other humans, not on an app, not on a dating app or something. It's like go rub elbows with real humans, listen to some music, have a drink, don't have a drink, do you know what I mean? Whatever. But it's a reason to get out of your house and be around people.
Yeah.
You're hitting a lot of
Definitely.
cities too, bro. You're everywhere, man. Like every time I open up my Instagram, like in my feed, I'm just like, you're in like a random city, bro. Like every time, it's crazy.
That's what pays the bills. So I mean, I paint also, but until the
Oh,
paintings.
you paint? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah, his
awesome.
paintings are dope. Yeah, his paintings are awesome.
Oh my,
Actually, they're great.
do you have anything you can show us, like that's with you right now?
Yeah. Here, let me bring some. I'll put two behind me real quick. Here, bring the big ones. I'll put these.
Yeah, he's good.
That's
Anybody
awesome.
watching at home, check out his Instagram and stuff too. Like he's got a lot of his paintings on Instagram, and
That's so cool. Oh,
yeah, he's
I
good.
paint a little bit. I dabble.
I was a painter before a musician, but hey,
That's so
fucking
cool. Oh my god, that's awesome.
let me remove this pill. Oh, wait. All right, let's want to try to get both of these two together.
Okay. Ooh. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's badass.
Here's another one. Oh, you know what?
I
I
like that
don't
one.
actually have to
Ooh.
put them on the couch because I can just move the phone. I'm genius. All right. So I showed you the Thomas Sowell one last time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here,
Yeah, these are
here's
That's
crazy.
another one.
awesome.
Here's another
That's so
one.
cool.
I like that one a lot too. I like the
Oh,
red background one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's good. My
yeah,
girl. This is her as the disco queen. She was
that's
disco
awesome.
queen for Halloween. Disco queen for Halloween.
Halloween. I'm
Here's
like, that rhymes.
here's Thomas Sowell.
Yeah, that's dope.
Nice.
I mean, I learned a lot of stuff from this dude too. Like, I'll go down some like YouTube rabbit holes, but I want to order
Yeah.
this dude's books because I hear him on I hear the little where they read some stuff from the books on the YouTube, but I like reading stuff myself better, like
Oh, you
holding a
mean
book and
the
reading it. You know?
audiobooks?
No, I haven't done audiobooks, but I will do them one day. I just I like reading the books, but on YouTube they'll do just
Yeah.
it will be like there'll be like a photo and then it'll be some like Thomas there's a few Thomas Sowell YouTube pages, but it would just be an excerpt from a book. So then I'm like, oh,
Mm,
I should just buy and it's his voice, but I don't think it's him. I think it's just
the AI.
something
Yeah.
like that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I should just order one of these books and I could just read it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff you just you trip out to. Dude, I saw this. What was her name? Dorothy. Dude, this chick like is some bad news. You know about eugenics and like all this stuff. Like this chick Dorothy, she was like one of the main first people who made Planned Parenthood and stuff. And they would like
Mm.
sterilize whole groups of people without them even and
That's what they're doing.
there was an award for this chick. There was the Dorothy. I don't even. I'm fucking up her
So
name
wait, they
probably.
were
It's Sarah,
sterilizing people without them knowing? That's fucking
Indi-
crazy. What the fuck?
Indian, black people,
Yeah,
and
that's what they do for abortions. Or that right now. Like they'll put them in all black neighborhoods, and they'll get like all these people to rally for them, and be like, oh no, it's a personal choice, it's freedom. This is the next civil rights movement. I'm like, you are eradicating a race of people and making it sound like it's like a good thing.
this lady, the
Wow.
Nazi, used all her shit as their main shit. They said she was the best American and the best National Socialist, and they had a Dorothy, whatever her name. Let's just say is Dorothy Singh. They had an award, Dorothy Singh Award, up until like recently. Like Hillary Clinton got one, Nancy
Imagine
Pelosi
that.
got one,
Oh
and
god, I
and
fucking hate
Planned
her.
Parenthood just took her name off because now people used to not be able to like look shit up themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I sent it to my mom, and I'm like, dude, you're not even gonna believe how dark and gnarly this and like
wow.
I'm like
Oh
half a
no, it's
century
fucked up.
old. Yeah, I try to I look back at some of my mistakes. There's still my responsibility, any mistakes I made, but I'm like, fuck, it's hard when you're working with all this fucking all these things that you don't even you don't even realize where the information's coming from, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
get
that's the thing that
Brian.
sucks so much. Are they asking a question? Sorry.
No, no, Brian in the comments saying eugenics is making a comeback. That's what he said. That's like a
Dude,
weird ass, that's
What is
crazy ass thing.
eugenics? What is eugenics?
They're
Thing that
using it to
certain
basically
people
to sterilize and
people are
kill everybody.
stupider than other people, and they're like they wanted to sterilize all blacks, Jews, and soldiers, which is really fucked up. Blacks, it's like blacks, Jews, like okay, you're an idiot and you want to hate different groups of people because you're stupid, but you're gonna take the people that go like here, go fight for us, and then when you get back, we're gonna sterilize. You like we're gonna
Dude,
sterilize.
we treat them like we literally treat our veterans like fucking trash. It's so sad. Like it kind of blows my mind. Like
Well, it's completely stupid for the survival of society. Those are your soldiers. Yeah, you want them reproducing, so their kids do too. That's what your point is, I think. And like we lose YouTube almost every time I bring this up. But basically, if you Google a billionaire's name and then you search depopulation, they come up saying something from the 90s to now and like 80s even too. Like any billionaire, you could be like the billionaire's name. Depopulation. They're all, yeah, dude, we should depopulate the world. Like it's too populated. I mean, they hate us. They hate us, bro. They cannot stand us. They hate us. They want us dead. They want us not reproducing. And that's what they're doing. And anybody really, they can blame it on black people, Jewish people, whatever. I mean, they're coming for me, and I'm neither. They're coming for everybody. If you're
not poor white people, I don't know what you mean.
Well, just call me poor and white.
Not the smart white, not the hottie toddy whites, but like.
If you're not a billionaire, they're killing you.
No,
if you're not a
like
fucking billionaire, you're poor.
In the U.S. It's like really poor white people. There's a whole section of the U.S. that's like really poor white people.
Klaus something. He like looks like Darth Vader. You know, like Klaus Schwab or something. He's like, you will have nothing and you will be happy for it. He's one of those depopulation guys. Dude.
Yeah, if you're not a billionaire, they're killing you. Like that's pretty much where you're at. If you, I mean, you gotta be a millionaire, be middle class these days, and like I think if you're not a billionaire, they're killing you.
Or they're doing like social experiments on us.
The last 4 years. I mean, especially.
Or just like experiments in general. Like who fucking knows? Like I don't know. Like all the chemtrails and shit. Like.
I don't. The chemtrails isn't really a thing, but they used to be able to, because everyone was so racist and shit back in the old. Like now, we don't really have a problem with that stuff, even though they want to make it. They want to get us to hate each other, but people actually don't really. But you used to just be able to do this shit outward, like this eugenics chick. They would just say all this stuff, right? Paper. Yeah. Now it's just more like on the down low. You know, like you were saying, like, oh, come to like. And then people don't have enough time, and it's too like to look up all this shit, or even if they look it up, they're just gonna make you more depressed. You're like, oh great, I work a minimum wage job, I can't buy a house. Both man and like two people work a minimum wage job. They know they're never gonna get a house. You're just gonna get depressed. You're like, yeah, you might as well sterilize me. I don't want to fucking.
They're choosing it. They're choosing. Yeah, Switzerland has like Switzerland and Canada. I think they have suicide machines. Even I think it's legal to kill yourself like a machine.
Like you're that much of a loser. If you're that much of a loser that you're gonna go spend all this money. Give you the money to your family and go put a bullet in your brain if that's what you want to.
Give it to me. Give it to me. If you're gonna kill yourself, sign over all your stuff to me.
Like that's so.
My cash app is.
Yeah, split it 3 ways between all 3 of us, and if you're gonna kill yourself, send us your savings on Venmo. So sell your house, your car, give us your cash, and then kill yourself.
If you got enough money for a fucking suicide machine, things aren't that bad. You know?
that's such a hilarious point. Yeah, no, it's true.
Everyone should stay on the outside of the suicide machine.
Fucking go around the world until you fucking can't get up anymore. You know what I mean? Just go.
Yeah,
go
something.
Someone's hotel. Or
how much does it cost to go into a suicide machine? I'm curious.
I can't imagine it's less. I'm thinking suicide machine, 10 grand. That's my guess. Obviously have the fear of doing it themselves, and then the cleanup and all that. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Can you pick? Do you think you could pick how you die?
Well, no, I've seen it. It looks like those machines in the airport where you can like breastfeed. It's like a little pod. It's like,
I just tried to search
so how does it kill you?
You basically sit in there. I'm sure they put an IV in there in you, and then just give you a fucking cocktail. You know, like a vitamin IV or like a prison execution. You know, you probably get the thing. Maybe they put some good smelling aromas in there. Some of those Febreze smell, and then you get the thing. Maybe
Febreze smell.
Blast Febreze.
And then.
A face full of Febreze before you die. That's great.
When I'm old like that, I want to just go, like, if I'm in the hospital, I'm going to be like, I want to smoke crack. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm going to do a shit ton of drugs before I kill myself. I fucking love crack. We were just talking about this.
My suicide machine is going to be like a fucking narcotic cocktail with like 3
Right, like
records.
I'm just gonna OD on like fentanyl and crack.
Beatles, Led
That's probably the best way to go.
Dude,
I
I tried
don't
to
know.
I tried to Google suicide machine on my phone to get information, and it just tried to help me immediately. It's like, call this hotline if you it like thought I was actually trying to kill myself, because I was like trying to search it for
You
like
like
I was
dials
wondering how
911 instead. You're like, fuck.
it's like they're like help. There is help.
You probably gotta. What search engine did you use? Like Safari or something?
I just used
Just be
Google.
like
I
asking for
just
a
searched
friend.
suicide machine. I just searched suicide machine. And and it said like, what did it say? Like, help. It tried to give me some number. Help is available. He goes,
That's
help.
fun.
Help is available.
Oh my god.
I think if you write Switzerland suicide pod. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Switzerland. Yeah, I was trying to see. He's like, I couldn't see him charging people, because I feel like if you're gonna kill yourself, you're probably too poor for 10 grand. Like, they're probably saying, oh, can I take out a loan? Can I get a loan for 10 grand? I'll pay it back. It's like, that's the only way. It's a 3D printed. They 3D print them too, apparently.
That's it.
Yeah, they 3D print
It
them
looks like a
too.
fucking spaceship. That thing looks like a UFO. What the fuck?
Well,
1,300 people have died in 2020 with it. I'm trying to see like how much it costs, because that's hilarious. The concept of paying for it's hilarious to me.
1,300 people?
Like in
Damn.
2020 alone, that many people killed themselves in Switzerland too.
Well,
It's beautiful
wasn't
there.
that
Like the
during
Alps are there.
COVID?
Like,
So that
how are you
makes
depressed
sense.
in Switzerland? Yeah,
Maybe the winter, when the sun doesn't shine. Who knows?
yeah, that's crazy. I've never been like that's crazy.
The mountains
to
are
me.
too
Like,
beautiful, and it just makes you want to end it all.
yeah, like I'm dealing with so much depressing shit. My mom passed away like 3 months ago, but I still could never imagine killing myself. That's like crazy to think. Like, no matter how depressed you are, if you kill yourself, you're a loser. Like, straight up. Like, it makes.
I think so too. And anyone having mental health problems, go get some help. Not whatever you. I don't want to be. But
Yeah.
I remember.
Don't call me, but call your own friends. Like, if you, like, if you're depressed.
No, when I was in like 6th grade, I think, they're like, everyone raise their hand if any of you have thought about killing yourself. And I know for a fact, looking back, my situation was way
Definitely
harder
thought about it. I've definitely thought about it.
Every
Never
kid in the
made plans, but
and then I'm like, is that? And I'm looking around, and they like they didn't look like they were just raising their hand for attention. Like, and I'm thinking, fuck, I don't want to kill myself. Like,
Never, yeah.
Things could suck if you can't help it, then just go somewhere else. I'll do something.
Yeah. Just do a bunch of drugs. That always helps me. Like,
drugs.
just do it.
Hey, are you fucking sad? Do drugs.
Just shoot him a
That's hilarious.
fat thing of K, or shoot us a fat fucking shot of speed, you know?
I mean,
you'll forget all about your problems.
Dude.
But I mean, that's kind of what I feel like that's kind of what I did. Like with my mom passing and all that, I just went to like a resort town, and I've been like drinking tequila all day at a pool bar, and that's what I've been doing for like, I've been doing that for 3 weeks, and I'm like, I'm just gonna like make myself not be depressed all the time, and like actively pursue doing awesome shit. It's like do cooler shit. If you're sad, do cooler
jump
shit.
out of a plane or something.
I mean, look, that will eventually get you bummed out, just because you're gonna be depleted. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's not.
You're
gonna be
probably right.
There's no honor to your mother if you just get depressed and miserable, and then like you start like it happened, and you have to acknowledge that. But like you fucking up your life and becoming a loser is not going to be an honor to your
100%, 100%, yeah.
So we lose people. It sucks. It's like people want you to like scream and cry at a funeral. It's like that's just not how that's not me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna deal with things in my own way. But like I'm not gonna crash and burn, because that's gonna make whoever passed away that's not in their honor. You know what I mean?
Totally agree. No, it's like,
what's the point of still watching you? So
yeah.
No, they probably
like
are.
right there
watching. It's like you can be like sad and deal with like stuff, but I mean, like I said, I may have drank all day, whatever, for fun or whatever. And you're right, I shouldn't do it. Not a good long-term plan. But I'm saying, like, right now, I'm on a podcast with a rock star, a porn star, and I'm booking a bunch of I'm booking a bunch of shows for fall. I mean, I'm killing it regardless of depression or not. I'm gonna keep winning. I'm trying to be a millionaire instead of a thousandaire. You can't just like quit. You can't. Yeah, you can't just be like, "Oh man, this is so sad." It's like, no, I'm just gonna keep getting rich. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna keep buying stuff and getting rich. You know, I bought a car, I'm just keep buying stuff. You know, I'm just trying to get richer.
You got a new
You know,
bike. Now you got a new bike.
yeah, finally, someone stole.
You could wrap your new car with your mom. You could put your mom's face on the hood of your car.
That's hilarious, dude. She would think that's so fucking funny, bro. I should totally do that. I just bought a Jeep, man. I should put that on the fucking hood of the Jeep. Just put my mom's face on the fucking Jeep.
Yo, that's genius.
That would be hilarious. Someone said hella racist shit in the comments. I don't address it just because it's funny. But someone called you a Jewish in the middle. Like I think they mean Nikki. Gross. Look at the Jew. Like.
What? Because my big fat Jew nose, motherfucker.
What is that?
We got 2 Jews and a poor white.
Yes, that Jew. Ew. Gas that Jew. Ew.
All right, you gotta love the.
What the fuck?
He's like, I'm not even Jewish.
No, Mickey's actually Jewish. No, not Nikki. And they're going after Nikki, thinking like they actually think Nikki's Jewish, but Mickey's actually Jewish, which is funny to me. And they had the wrong person.
I'm Jewish, but I'm not. I'm not Jewish.
The wrong person. Like they're calling the wrong person Jewish, which is hilarious to me. Like racism is so fucking stupid.
Cuban and Italian.
It's like
fucking
idiot. You're not even. Yeah, I'm like a balding fat Irish guy, and like there's no they had like the wrong person.
Like all the race people, like all 3, like Jews, Italians, Irish, we'd be the people that were getting shit out, like in America. You know what I mean? Those are the people now that like we're Americans. Don't let anyone else here. Like you were
Right. We're all from other countries and shit. Right, exactly.
Quickly switches to where where like the victim becomes like the victimizer of like someone.
Right.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, now they try to pretend like they knew you were Jewish. So like you could tell Mickey is Jew.
It's
like,
so funny.
They sound like an illiterate Asian person. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like they're like, I don't know. What a dumb thing to hate, you know? It's like hate cool shit, hate fat people.
The first
like,
Jewish president.
I'm actually a Jewish supremacist. I think they're the perfect people. You know, I'm just to piss off. Like that's just like such a dumb thing to hate. Like hate fat people. You know, like make fun of fat people instead. That's how I feel. It's like I don't hate.
Funny, not funny, but it's like Jews get accused of being like subhuman and superhuman all at the same time. So they run the whole world.
Right.
Have their finger on the button, and they're the ones controlling everything.
Right.
At the same time, it's like, okay.
Like, for sure, dude. No winning. There's no winning.
No, that's just crazy retarded. But it's just retarded, you know. It's like hate people for cooler reasons, you know. Hate them because they don't have teeth or something. Hate them because they're fat, you know. I hate people for way cooler reasons.
Jews, he said, Jews do immigration for America and white nations, but not Israel. Jews do control everything. That's what Israel says. Jew.
So from 1945 until 2025, so in 80 years, the Jews took control of the whole universe.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's pretty impressive.
They must be like really smart to be able to pull that off.
Like only in years from the end of World War II till now.
Right.
You could go on this note. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, it's fine, brother. Yeah, check out
turkey tacos. I can smell the turkey tacos right here cooking. So I'm gonna have
nice.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Do it. Get it.
Yeah,
thanks
cool?
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on here, brother. Good luck with the new album and stuff like that, new music video, all that. And yeah, well,
thank you. Let's stay in touch, and I'm gonna hit up Nick at Rumble so I could get over there.
All right, brother. Yeah, thank
you.
Do it.
No.
I get some Jew hate. Awesome. Right. Well, I appreciate it, brother. You have a good night, man. And thank you all for watching this. Check out Mickey's music if you probably already have, but listen again, get them numbers up. And thank you all for coming on here. Thanks for watching. Buy everything the sponsors say. I'm trying to be a millionaire. Bye.
All right.
Bye.